Hey everyone, today I'm going to be making crayon lipsticks, and the crayons that I'm going to be using today are one by the Camel. These are wax crayons. These are extra long, and the best thing about them is that they have like a glitter crayon extra right here, so you can make your lipsticks to be glittery as well, which is awesome. So I checked the ingredients. These are non-toxic, which is great because you don't want to use toxic crayons at all. These retail just for about 20 bucks, so that's like really cheap. And because Crayola is not very hugely available in India, and even if it is, then it's very expensive, so I'm going for Camel wax crayons. You can get these easily anywhere. You're also going to be needing coconut oil. I'm using Parachute 100% coconut oil, and this is like the huge bottle which retails for 225 rupees, so that's great as well because you need only a little bit for each lipstick, so that's not a huge issue. And then I have with me these storage containers. I got like the whole pack of it. These are like four individual containers. I think they're a little huge for lipstick, but it's okay. I can use them for anything later. So I'm going to be using these to store my lipsticks in. These are, I think, 4 for the 16, but I need just how many are these? I just need like 3 of these because I have just 12 colors, so I'm going to be using, so you need something to store basically. So even if you have an old lip gloss jar or anything, you can store your lipsticks in that as well if you want to make only one color. Because these crayons are like great colors and we can experiment with those colors, I'm going to be making all of them into lipsticks. So you can actually decide, because these colors like pink or red or an orange, so you can decide whichever color that you want to make. I will be making just one, like all of them. So I will show you next how to make your own lipstick. So I started out by taking water in a pan, and you want to heat it till it comes about to a boiling point. Then you want to take a glass container, or basically any container that you like. It's a bowl, so I'm using that. And then you want to take your crayon, whichever you want. I will start with the first one, which is a pink, and its name is Pink. Wow, such names. And you want to just unwrap it. You want to take out the wrapping paper because you don't want paper in your lipstick, and this is probably the toughest part of the whole, but once you have a corner out, it's really easy to just take out all of that wrapping paper. Alright, so once you have like a nude crayon, you just want to break it into 2 and just put it into your container, and then put this container into your pan with the boiling water. You probably want to use tongs for it so that you don't burn your hand, and then you want to wait for the crayon to melt. So as you can see, the crayons have started to melt. So now that my crayons are almost melted, I'm going to be adding my coconut oil, and I'm adding about a spoon of it, or more than that, a little bit over a spoon, 2 probably. And then you want to mix it together. For that, I'm going to be using a toothpick. So once it's completely ready, it's all melted and mixed together, you want to turn off your flame, and you want to use tongs again. This is also called a sandasi in Hindi, if anyone has a problem in that. And you want to take your concoction out of the pot, and then I'm just going to take a container and open up its lid, and I'm going to transfer my lipstick into this container. Once I have all my lipsticks in place, like all of them, the containers are now filled, I'm going to keep it in my freezer for about 15 to 20 minutes and let them sit so that they are ready for use. So because I was having this glorious pimple on, I thought why not flaunt it to you all and do these swatches for the lipsticks that I made, because you know, swatches should be there, because it would help you get an idea of what the color looks like. So I have 12 swatches, so I'm just gonna zoom in and I'm gonna show you each color, and I'm gonna swatch it on my lips, and I'm not gonna talk while doing it because I don't want it to be like a really long video. But yeah, all the colors, I hope they look gorgeous. I haven't still swatched them, they're all like brand new. So let's get into the swatches. swatches. I hope you guys enjoyed these. The best thing about these lipsticks are that no matter how crazy the color is, it won't stain your lips. It's pretty easy to remove because it has got coconut oil, so it doesn't stain your lips. It stays for about 2-3 hours maximum, after which it fades. It doesn't settle into fine lines. It moisturizes your lips crazily, although I do feel that the pigmentation varies from each color, so you cannot be too sure that if the color that you're making is going to be greatly pigmented or not, although I did find that the warmer colors do a better job than the cooler colors, so that's a heads up if you are going to try this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. These are very nice if you want to have a fun project to do and you have like nothing to do, you're getting bored. These are really easy to make, fun to make, and if you make these, then don't forget to tweet or Instagram it to me. I would love to see you guys' recreation. And I have a Twitter and Instagram, a Facebook and a blog. Links to all would be in the bottom bar, so make sure to open them up and check them out, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Till then, take care. Bye.